because Bigatron by Vitality did, you know? So I think it makes sense that the perception is that way. But hey, this is where GeekFam can prove, right? If they're saying that this is a different time, we can take down the defending champions. This is the time to start it.
Oh, okay. I thought the topic voting changed for a second there. It's just some kind of like UI thing that we have here in MPL Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah. The battle of two red teams here. GeekFam versus BTR. In the playoffs, we want to remind you guys that it was... What?
Black concept, you know?
Yeah. Both teams has a bit of black in their jerseys.
More red majority.
You just complain, Gani.
Well, the keys to victory here by the Infinix GT50 Pro for the red team, Bigatron by Vitality. Maximize their versatile drafting experience from international tournaments. I think even before talking about international tournaments, they've had a vast array of drafting experience already, right? Their draft has been always so dynamic because they have such good players. Pick counter setups if ODTZ plays pick off heroes. This is something we know Finn can do. And they can play to deny engages because they've been up against teams with that kind of focus before. And now having farming space and prioritizing rotations to Iman's lane, that could be the pillars, but you can't forget about Shogun, man. You can't forget about Moreno either.
No.
This is the problem when you go with GeekFam, with Bigatron, right? If they want to go on the gold lane, they can, but if they want to play for EXP, that is very possible. Now for the other red team with a bit of black in the color scheme, disrupt Bigatron's early game. That can definitely work. Play aggressively and maximize the early game, prioritize objectives, and play a fast tempo. We've seen that work in the first game that they played before. And afterwards, prepare heroes to shut down Eman's movement in the late game. But again, that should be like the main plan, but you need to have plan Bs, plan Cs whenever you're up against Bigatron.
I'm not sure if that's the main plan even. Like before Eman is online, you have to face, you know, the mid three of BTR and also
exactly.
GXP.
If you focus too much on just, oh, let's focus on Eman. Man, everything is you're gonna lose control everywhere else.
Yeah.
And this guy plays a lot of, pretty much every marksman he plays a mean marksman. He can play the fighters as well, so it's gonna be a big problem to solve for Erpang and crew.
Is there gonna be some insider info for Erpang?
Might be the case.
Right?
And fun fact,
He knows these players.
the one that technically brought hair to attention to BTR was Erpang.
Ooh, okay.
True. Let me meditate a bit. I know my answer. I have my answer. It's
I think it might be broken
walls.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey, you're onto something, Arashi.
That's crazy.
kind of crazy. Not as crazy though as the banning phase here. So far it's been pretty standard.
So it's not crazy.
Huh?
So it's not crazy.
Yeah, not as wait, you're right. You're okay. My bad. Atlas and the Freya for the second pick here for GeekFam.
Pretty straightforward.
And they eliminate the Paquito. So I think the only jungle that can match up the Hirata and the Paquito's tempo, or like they can match up with each other is what I'm trying to say. So maybe expect a Hirata ban from each of this team.
Interesting.
Well, it's a fanny band for GeekFam, so that's already quite interesting. You understand where the respect is coming from. And now, is Bigatron gonna force this other jungle assassin ban towards GeekFam? Because then they have a free reign for a lot of options.
For example, Marcel is still open, Valentina is still open.
Right.
And
Melissa is open.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Beloric is not really as prio as before compared to the EWC meta.
Yeah.
There's not much emphasis on those kind of heroes.
Well, you're seeing it picked up a lot. It's just not banned a lot.
But it's like a second phase kind of hero most of the time. So Marcel's getting banned, very on brand, very expected. GeekFam though, Hirata is
okay.
Alright.
It has to be Melissa, no?
So if it's a Melissa, it's going to be automatic Cloud on the red 3 probably for GeekFam, unless they have something else that they want to do. Moskov kind of worked too for TLID in the previous match, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a Claude.
That's true. Aside from that, maybe could be an EXP lane angle.
Like a Uranus maybe.
Right, because the Barats can be countered, so they don't want to pick that up too early. I really don't see a pick that's more valid than the Melissa Gold though.
Same.
Whoa!
Okay.
The first pick! This is interesting. Are they trying to set up for a Barats potentially?
Might be. It's a do-it-all hero for
Right.
BTR.
Yeah. It's
So
opening things up there. Finn, and you know, back then, Finn on the Matilda is also one of his own signature picks as well. So very comfortable on that Matilda. Geek Fam, again, Erpang, knowing that his ex-players' habits, will he, you know, share an insight or two to the players of Geek Fam?
Melissa Uranus is the immediate assumption, but aside from that, there's no real prio mid lane or jungle that they want to get super early.
Whoa.
Too quick to assume now, Arashi.
Holy moly. I guess this kind of denies the Melissa, or if they want to play it, you know, no matter what, it's still going to be a losing lane for Eman. So I guess that's... They are acknowledging one of the keys to victory that we brought out.
I don't know about that, like denying the Melissa though, because again, we've seen Melissas come out of that matchup before. It's a bit of a skill matchup, honestly. And I think more importantly for that side lane, you need to look at the mid lane, right? If the mid and roam and jungle do well, it doesn't matter how well you can do in that gold lane if you keep getting ganked, right? The meme is like, oh, gold lane, play safe. And you get dove by 4 people.
Yeah.
But what is good though in this kind of scenario for Moreno? I think something like a Novaria is way too early. Something like a Eudora kinda... Whoa, never mind. It is not too early.
Oh, man.
It makes sense though. Just you have to have some kind of shred in the gold lane like a Moskov maybe, or... whoa, okay. We completely forgot about the Kaja. I can't believe that.
Well, it hasn't been super prio. It's just a Geek Fam thing, and Bigatron doesn't see fit to expend a ban or even a pick to try and deny that Kaja. They go for the Uranus and Novaria. So in terms of poke, they've already secured a huge deal, man. There's a lot of sustain already built in, good range as well. And again, the Novaria is actually very versatile. It's not only a poke hero, it's a burst hero technically. It's also a good scouting hero. It's safer than you would expect, even though you're quite vulnerable.
Yeah. In the retrospect, or like in hindsight, it is safe, but the first game that all of these you played against the LID, the Novaria got caught up in the Kaja ultimate by a lot of time, Gani.
Right, so it's just, again, skill, timing as well. Definitely needs to be more precise.
Eudora ban?
Here comes a Melissa ban. I think this should be the first time here, at least so far. Melissa survived the first phase, right?
That's true. All right, what's the angle here? It's a gold lane look from Geek Fam, from the side of Bigatron.
They have to deny someone that can complement the Kaja, right? And Eudora first comes to mind. Okay, there you go.
Eliminated.
But what else is on the table for a boy? Doesn't seem like there's any clear answer aside from the Eudora.
Claude ban, right? Should be.
Claude ban? I think they might, if they want to ban a gold lane, I think the Clint becomes a bigger problem. We've seen the Brodies go up against the Clint. They're both equally aggressive early game heroes. It kind of negates the advantage that the Brody quote-unquote should have against a weaker gold lane. If Geek Fan want to play for that gold lane, I think the Clint is something that they have to kind of address.
Clint could be picked. Oh,
Hanabi.
that's a deep ban. You know what? I actually like the Hanabi ban.
Yeah,
when you think
Hanabi
about
is
it,
nasty, man.
against the Parats too, you can't really lock the Hanabi ban, right? The Hanabi, right? Plus the shields from the Matilda. That is quite nasty.
Okay. Now for the side of Bigatron though, with the Eudora. Are they trying to ban more burst? I think the wave clear is something they have to kind of consider. If they want to play for the Kaja and go for these catches, they need to make sure that they can get lane prio, especially in the mid lane. And against Novaria, it's a tall order, man.
Dude, I wonder... I know this is way too reaching of a prediction of me. I wonder if Nana is playable for Geek Fam.
No, what? Wow. Why? What do you think Nana brings to the table?
Okay, that goes in the same area, I think. It's just Vexana enforces more CC than everyone else. It's just like the burst. Someone that can complement the Kaja. And back then, when it was a Kalea kind of meta, EVOS likes to pick the Nana, man. I know that this hero is not really that mobile, but there is an angle for it. I'm not sure if it's now.
Go jungler then, right? If they want to save a surprise mid lane, they go jungler, but no, dead. They will hide their cards for that jungler position. That's the answer. They want more DPS.
It's more catch potential as well, but now the only real burst threat is the Brody. Technically, I think the Kaja loses a lot of threat in this kind of composition.
No burst.
Unless you pick something like maybe a Nolan that can burst down with a fracture.
That's true. There's still that position to fill in for Geek Fam. Right.
Against this composition, it's quite nasty, honestly.
Yeah, like it or not, the Kaja will catch you.
Oh, is Hanzo playable for
That is pretty brave.
for Geek?
Whoa.
That's just an ego pick, no?
And Ixia.
Ixia. Oh, I don't know about that though. Hang on.
I'm actually rocking with it because the only like way for Geek Fam to get to the Ixia is probably the Kaja.
And we might see a full barrage, a flying full barrage with a guiding wind, ladies and gentlemen.
Shades.
So expect.
Yeah. Shades of Aaron Shiki and
Witty.
Oh, look at
Witty.
Erpang's heart rate monitor. This.
Oh my god, Haya and Ling? What are we in, 2020? What the heck?
A Ling into an Ixia. Where have I seen that before?
Game 7 of the infamous draft of RRQ
Yes,
against the
sir.
LID. And it was a Mathilda as well.
Right. I think
Oh,
it's not. I think it's not as clear cut. There's going to be a lot of execution required here because
A lot of layers.
Honestly, the Ixia and Novaria, like you said, Shevin, the Novaria isn't as safe against the Kaja technically, and I don't know the Ixia. I've been in a game with Mirko and we've been up against a Kaja when he was on an Ixia. It can be done, but there's a lot of ifs here, okay? They need to ensure that they can threaten the Kaja enough that he can just walk past the teammates and get to that backline.
and you gotta be careful or like perfectly time the flicker. Oh, Shogun with a vengeance. That's something we don't really see very often, and I can rock kinda the
Idea.
choice here because you're gonna get locked down no matter what by the Barats. But we'll see though. We'll break it down even further once we get into the game between Geek Fam versus Bigatron by Vitality.
Ladies and gentlemen, this officially marks the defending champion first performance on MPL ID Season 18. And now let's see, will they bring the same intensity with their opening match this season, or perhaps we might see an upset. Audi TZ again trying to find still his first win on the Geek Fam's jersey.
You see the early game in the gold lane is going to be a bit intense, man. The Ixia actually does a ton of damage, and you get a real good amount of sustain if you can be allowed to actually do a lot of hits in the lane. Looking at the emblems here, tenacity for Shogun. It's all about surviving, man. That with the vengeance, I think he's planning on taking the brunt of the assault for his team and relying maybe on the Mathilda for a bit more of that help. Same thing for Marcel though, right? Being in the front line, but also a boy. Against a Hayabusa, he is a very juicy target that Bigatron definitely have their eyes on.
Yeah, thankfully he's on a tenacity, but Eman might have to use the flicker here.
Yeah, that's gonna be the flicker already spurnt. That's a win trade for Audi, for Kenzie. Rian. The lane. Oh, now. Even level 4. There you go. That's
No way.
Zaras shows himself in the mid lane. That's gonna be a free one. Now we'll go back.
Uh-oh, I don't think they want to chase here, but yeah. 3 waves are going to be coming in. Plus that long artillery. Oh, 2 at that. 2 artillery heroes here with the Ixia and also Novaria at the same time.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
They have to make it messy, man. That's the only way they can get a win here. A pick off by Nazara, diving in the back, or Audi getting one of those value picks. But there's a flicker ready for Moreno and Eman, and they definitely have their finger on that button.
Winter Crown too, by the way, so gotta watch out for that.
Bigatron with the Lord trying to look for an end in this game. That's gonna be the damage from Eman. Securing the bird. Kaja, Marcel off the board as well. 2 animals off the board. Take a look at Tempest the Blade. Finds Nile, but the Lord is still... Oh! Moreno from downtown! Finding a member, and ladies and gentlemen, that is all for game 1. The defending champions showing again class and quality, taking the game.
Doesn't look like a complete domination from BTR, but when you look at the details, when you look at the trades that they're doing, they've never lost control. When GEEK Fam somehow abused their early game prowess, their burst damage, somehow BTR was able to find a beneficial trade after that. This looks like an S tier team right now. They do keep the momentum, Rashi.
It's so good, man. They have the more reactive, the later, the better scaling comp technically, and they're able to just keep.
Pretty bad for you as a Link user, and he's, I believe, building a slightly or like a hybrid kind of build here with a Mathilda, Oasis, and also Talisman. I think that's a pretty decent damage.
And the coordination is what we have to really highlight here, because against the Uranus, there's some concerns there.
What is gonna
Usa because of the dive threat, yes, but I think it's also because of the invulnerability, right? The Hirara was also really good because of the damage and mobility, but also the invulnerability, right? I think that's what he's trying to deter here. He saw how effective the retry can be from Nile, so making sure that he feels the pressure time and time again will be beneficial if they want to play for a front-to-back or a neutral objective slow take for GEEK Fam.
Definitely slow. It's gonna be the Nolan instead. So 2 assassins off the board here, just limiting the options for the Nile, right? And now with the last ban, Guinevere off the board.
Oh yeah, I just realized the Guinevere Mathilda combo was always there. It's a very cheesy combo, by the way, and Brody cannot rock a Purify, so it's almost guaranteed a knockup with the Circuit Eagle Guiding Wind combo. I just realized that. So it's a way for you to go into the back line and get a 100% connected knockup CC chain.
Well, it's not available right here. What alternative do they want, though? Utility hasn't really been all that good. Eudora. Getting rid of, like... Are they gonna... Nah, I think it's just so that the Marshall can have, like, space to play.
Okay.
Right? The targeted stun, it can be a huge problem, so... Good pick. Harley it is, Shavin, you called it out earlier.
Yeah, it's a way for you to not be punished easily. That's the only thing that's available. Now this is tough for Nael. Do you want to throw it back to like the Suyos?
Oh.
We didn't
And
see it come through for Albert.
Against Harley.
Yeah, you need someone that is able to do it all. At least in my perspective, I think Suyo is not that bad of a answer here. You have some iframes as well to play with. That's always a good thing.
More concerned about the EXP lane, though. The usual go-to for Uranus would be an Esmeralda to match the sustain.
I'm not fully opposed to that.
The Lapu Lapu can counter the Melissa. That was an option we saw as well.
Oh, but I don't know in the grand scheme of things though. Lapu Lapu. Oh my God!
Whoa,
Ruby.
Ruby and Suyo.
It's more crowd control with the Don't Run Wolf King on top of the I'm Offended. But it's not really as... You can't really move that fast. He's going to be very flicker reliant, this Ruby.
Yeah, I think the idea is to make sure that Nazara is not playing as freely as possible, because when you get caught up by the I'm Offended, then it's going to be chain CC with the Don't Run Wolf King, and he's dead. He's out.
Definitely trying to break the momentum of that Melissa. Hovering around Tushin.
A little bit of eeny, meeny, miny, mo there.
Yeah.
Tushin or Sutian.
Yeah. I mean, Sitian worked wonders for the side of Bigatron in that first game. It seems like GEEK Fam, they will lock in the Zushin instead here for their final game of the day.
Okay, it's kind of a not really fully deja vu of the first game, but it's now it's flipped back for each team, because I feel like for KDOT, for BTR, they have some sustain to work with. They can play it slow. They can play it like with some kites with Novaria.
Against a Mathilda Uranus, though, there's good sustain of their own for GEEK Fam. I think there's such a big balancing act between like punishing your opponents and avoiding getting punished. I think that's why they went for the Tushin. It's a bit safer here. It's all about minimizing mistakes, because both teams can really start snowballing. Right? At any point, if Nazara or Nile picks up some 1 or 2 kills, it can get really out of control really fast. But the 4 purifies, though, dang.
Eat your greens, kid. Woo! Eat your greens. Feels like Geek Fam is going vegan right now in game number 3 right here. With the amount of purifies, the greens that they are consuming right now as we're gonna jump towards the land of dawn. Game 3, last game of this series. Leg 1 of Geek Fam versus BTR. Who will take the W this time?
Yeah, this one plays out, ladies and gentlemen.
The final game, indeed. Keep in mind, Geek Fam has yet to win the season. Will this be their first? BTR, after traveling abroad, will this debut on MPL ID Season 18 and start with a positive journey?
Looking at the emblems right here, tenacities for the side of Geek Fam. Brief smite as well for Marcel. All the sustain that he can get for sure. For Bigotron though, there's a bit more value in rotations, again with the Wilderness Blessing, right? Agility as well for Finn. Common emblems for the Marcel. But this means that Geek Fam have to be careful, especially in the early game, right? They have more sustainability, but early on, with good ganks and rotations, with a numbers advantage, the extra sustain won't really save you.
4 purifies though for Geek Fam.
Oh, I just realized there's a sprint for Moreno. You are the sprint glazer here, Rashi. Like, what's your take on this?
Well, I think there's not a lot of...
Yep, that's a knock-up now. That's
Oh
the
my
cover
God.
by Finn and Niall. Nothing too crazy, but that flicker for Moreno
Ooh.
might cost them. He cost him dearly. Amon, just if not on the Cho man, he's a lane bully on this Brody. Here comes Audi TZ. Here comes Niall under the turret. Amon takes the 200 gold neatly.
Yeah.
Clean dive there.
All that, it's from Eman, right? Just whittling down the HP first and just Niall finishing the job.
It is strong laning with the Brody. So now they go for the turtle play. Wait a second though, Marcel.
Yeah, that's a pull. I'm offended. Nazara cannot move and Niall gets the turtle. That's a knock-up from a boy. Crimson Beacon to the back. Now, that's going to be the... Oh my goodness! Astral projection from Moreno will find a kill there with the help of Shogun. Now, do they go for more? That's going to be Matilda surviving.
Oh man, this is a terrible, terrible early game for Geek Fam. There was some inkling of brilliance here in the mid lane with the possible pickoff.
Oh boy.
Hold on, Nazara. Eman has the force to use the flicker. It's all G for BTR. They're up 2K in 3 minutes. Bit too much.
Right. Back to a bit of a standoff. The fans are going crazy here in the building, by the way. They know what's at stake. They want to make sure that their team knows the support is there. To answer your question, Chef, and the sprint's on a shorter cooldown. And right now, there's not a lot of ways. Like if the Nazara jumps on Moreno, with a sprint, he can just cut the angle and avoid the bulk of the damage anyways, right? On top of that, on the Navaria in particular, when you send out the Astral Sphere to set up for the Star Shatter, the second skill, when you sprint, you can cover ground and increase the damage even more. That's the extra benefit of the sprint in this situation.
146 beats per minute from Shogun earlier on, shown top lane though.
Hold on.
That's gonna be the Astral. Oh! The Echo and the recall lands. And down goes the roamer from Geek.
Dude, Audi Dizzy didn't even get to do anything for himself. Just perfect execution with the Novaria here by Moreno and the crew.
It's the power of the crowd control, man. It comes out so fast too. Moreno with a rush onto the lightning truncheon here. Not even a glowing wand. Not concerned about the regen possibility coming in from Marcel. He wants full damage on that Star Shatter.
I expected more from Geek. Let's see the second turtle take 3K gold behind here. BTR now, Finn just scouting, providing information for the team as well. Now, Suyo is on the turtle. Uranus is actually also there, showing himself. Kenzie joins the fight. That's going to be the 2-man caught by Ruby. That's the go away. That's a boy Crimson Beacon towards the front. Oh my goodness. The aggressiveness this guy has. Audi again. They're tilted. Somebody get these geeks out of here, said Finn, as he claims the double.
Oh, it's a terrible calculation by Geek Fam. I don't know why they are so gung-ho on taking Eman or knocking Eman up. I don't think that was possible at all, the pickoff.
I mean, Eman was pretty low. Audi really could have gotten the kill, but the stun was there, the kiss was still available, and the backup on the team was...
Oh,
wait.
man, almost. Almost.
Oh, I thought he got it. Wow. All right. That was almost deja vu from earlier when Finn was able to get Kenzie on the Brody, right? I think there's a bit of like, a bit of ego there. We're gonna get you with the same thing you got us with. It didn't pay out though. Vikatron at 5 minutes are already 5K ahead. They're not stopping now.
Ooh. Yeah, they're going for the siege in the mid lane. I don't think they can do anything at this point. 4,000 gold behind and almost 6 minutes in. Just 6 minutes of game time. Top lane already at half HP turret-wise. Things are not looking good here for GEEK fam.
There's no retaliation so far for GEEK fam, man.
Dude, look at the gold difference between Kenziski and Eman, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like almost 2,000.
not in day. Marcel,
Oh,
Purify.
Yeah, that's going to be Marcel now taken very low. Still able to get at this time. The recall doesn't land. Finn lands a golden hour. Finds 2 members of GEEK fam. And boy, oh boy, Mon, who underperformed on the show earlier on, shows the quality that he has here on this Brody.
Yeah, this is... I'm not sure if they can salvage this one. Nazar is just trying to find the scraps on the other side of the map. Don't even think he can get that total, especially when the shield is still up. What's going to be the angle here for GEEK fam? There's really not much catch as well. They have to play it slow, but they don't have the need to do it.
Yeah, 4 members caught. 2 men stunned. Now almost takes 1. And boy, though, now stunned up. That's going to be Marcel shutting Amon down. An important kill, but folks, take a look at Audi taking the brunt of damage, and that's just 4 members bodying him. Marcel now, as the Uranus will be sustainable enough now. They can defend their tier 2 in the mid lane, but Turtle is up, and ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the kill count. It's 10-1.
Look at how much they have to sacrifice their, not just resources, but their bodies as well, just to get a single Amon in the backline. Oh my goodness, this is looking pretty bleak for GEEK fam currently. But surely they're not out of it just yet, as the term geekable would say.
again, this relies on GEEK fam being able to utilize Marcel. Oh, Finn.
Nazara almost finding an angle there, but
All right.
not enough.
The advantage here is that Moreno, again, went for the Lightning Truncheon, so there's no glowing wand to lower the regen. But just by pure difference in Snowball, Audi and Marcel have not been able to survive from the damage coming through.
Snowballing Brody is always the trouble. It's a winning lane. It's like 1.5k gold lead over Kanziski, and there's no way GEEK fam is fighting on this Gambit. They're gonna be forced to find something on the other side of the map with Kanziski. I'm not even sure too that this time around they can secure the second tier turret as they're gonna back up. Yep, nothing they can find. BTR gets the Lord for free.
Nothing they can do either, right? They're getting scraps here. That's just BTR by Vitality. Take a look at the gold gap between head-to-head, Arashi.
Yeah, especially in the gold lane, like we said earlier, but also in the roam and mid. And usually the mid lane is a bit more utility-based, but
Torn apart memory. Luckily, it's the Uranus. They're okay. Here comes the re-engage, though. That's the Echo, finding 3. Marcel now taking a lot of damage, guiding Win and circling.
Oh!
That's a lot of damage here. Now, calm, composed, cold-blooded jungler showing class again.
I didn't expect that GEEK fam was able to fight that well, but the elephant is still in the room. The Lord is still marching up at the top lane. And there's no gold shield. There's no holy shield at all for GEEK fam to count on. This should be a bit of a take for BTR.
So much good siege here with the Brody and the Novaria, man. Poke is there, turret damage is there as well, and they're starting to work on the top side.
Yep, that's the
Oh!
Marcel, the Uranus. It feels like a marksman when 5 members of BTR is providing the damage now. 4 members only left standing here. GEEK fam finally taking care of the Lord Amon now. Takes a couple of shots on the main base of GEEK fam. Still able to clear though. But that's the base turret top lane already deleted as well. Now BTR, they will go for the siege in the mid lane now. Geek Fam will defend with 5 as Marcel now rejoining the group. That's going to be the base turret in the mid falling. And boy, oh boy, nothing they can do now. Backs away. 2 base turrets off the board.
Look at how methodical BTR is playing it right now. Just one by one, all the inhibitors are going down. I don't think they can secure this one here. Geek Fam did a good job defending this one. But all the resources from BTR is also exhausted, though, so they have to back away.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, the only turret that's available in inhibitor is on the far lane for Geek Fam. Despite the advantage is definitely still on BTR. It's not much, but it's on its work.
Yeah, that's all from Novaria, finding all members.
God.
Take a look at the damage. No, finds one. That's going to be a Harley off the board as Amon finds the last base turret. Geek Fam now trying to recompose. Amon from downtown takes the kill. Now 2 members left standing, and ladies and gentlemen, in a 2v1 fashion, the defending champions, the Red Robots, their homecoming will find victory as their main 5. Amon again, the maestro, Finn the human, Shogun, and a cold-blooded jungler Nile. Still reliable, still showing quality. And what a debut here, back on the stage for Season 18.
As always, BTR dominating the scene currently, still keeping with their current form after the few internationals that they have participated in. That experience is poured out towards Geek Fam. It's a bit tougher this time. Maybe tougher than they expected. But Geek Fam unfortunately has to follow or fall through to the 0-2 match rate.
Man, that was an intense one, especially game number 2, man. But in game 3, they readjusted. They take away the weapons of Geek Fam, and immediately they look just a little bit lost. That is enough.
Just look at the kill count, bro. Look at the gold lead. Look at how easily
Textbook.
BTR played this game. Just a few mishaps. You can't even count it in one hand, the amount of times they make mistakes. Hell, you don't even need one hand to do that. Maybe a couple of fingers, but we're gonna see the winning interview right here with BTR up on the stage with Bude, Clara, Mongstar, and also
First, biggest run by Vitality is back ke MPL Indonesia dan mereka
MPL
mendapatkan
Indonesia,
kemenangannya
and they got a victory.
lagi.
Plus,
Yes, luar biasa banget. Memang kita masih melihat ya ini angin-angin juaranya tuh masih kerasa banget loh, Bude.
And the winds of victory is
Hai
still
teman-teman
felt
Bigetron, gimana
BTR.
kabarnya?
How does
Sehat
it
semua
feel?
tapi kan?
BTR, how are you guys?
Nih teman kita nih.
Eman, oh Eman.
Badan.
Aduh Eman.
Eman is not feeling too
Gimana,
well.
Eman? Lagi gak enak badan kah hari ini?
Are you not feeling well, man?
Sakit kepala doang.
Just a bit of headache.
Siapa yang ngajarin pakai koyo di kepala?
Who taught you to put
Siapa
some
yang ngajarin
hot
pakai
patch
koyo
in
di
your head?
kepala?
Nggak ada.
No one.
Aku.
It's just
Kan dia orang
me,
Indonesia,
myself.
Bude.
Sama lokal sekali
At this point, he's
memang, Eman.
Indonesian, Bude.
Nggak bisa tahan, sakit banget.
Oh,
I
sakit
can't-
kepala.
It felt so bad. It hurt so bad.
Sekarang Geek Fam dengan formula baru, how do you feel fighting against Geek Fam?
But now, Geek Fam with the new formula, how do you feel fighting against Geek Fam?
Agak susah sih soalnya mereka ada cheese-pick-cheese-pickan gitu.
It's a bit
lah,
harder
kayak Masha
with the
cheese
cheese picks,
gitu kan.
with the
banget
Mashas.
Tadi, ya apalagi kepala gua sakit juga kan ya.
And
Nambah
also my
sakit
head
sih.
is hurting.
Nambah pusing, nambah sakit. Tapi akhirnya setelah dari season lalu kan kalian belum pernah menang lawan Geek Fam.
But
kan?
finally, after
Dan
last season,
ini
you've
menang
never
lagi.
won against
Gimana
Geek
nih?
Fam.
Kalau misalnya dari Eman atau Moreno
now you
deh,
won
gimana
again.
Moreno?
How does it feel, Moreno?
Kan tadi udah interview juga kan sebelumnya kayak aku
Before this,
ngerasa,
we got an interview.
walaupun realitanya emang kita kalah season lalu.
Although
full
the reality
commitment,
is we
cuma ya
lost
sekarang kita mulai
last season, the
baru.
regular season.
Karena di
But now
playoffs
it's the new
kemarin juga
start.
mereka kan kita bantai 4-1 jadi
Because in the
ya,
playoffs, we absolutely
kita nggak bisa
demolished them
bahas yang season
4-1.
lalu lah.
Yang lalu biarlah berlalu.
Benar.
So, let the past
Kita-
be the past.
Yang jadi realitanya sekarang ya udah.
The reality is
Geek yang
now,
belum pernah menang lawan kita di season 18 kan.
Geek has never won against us in season
Asik,
18.
luar biasa. Tapi mungkin nih Bude ya. Karena Eman kan tadi udah bilang katanya kepalanya lagi sakit Bude. Mending kita kasih aja kali ya Eman ke teman-teman dari English casters karena nanti Eman akan
Okay, because Eman
ngobrol-ngobrol
is
di
having a
sana
headache,
sambil
now
duduk,
we
oke?
let
So,
them
Eman,
interview or like
silakan
we
untuk
let him
langsung
go
saja menuju
towards
ke
the English test for
teman-teman
an
kita
interview.
yang
So
ada
we
di
got an
sana,
interview with
karena
Eman after this. So
sebelah
stay
sana juga
tuned.
udah gak sabar buat ngobrol-ngobrol nih. Tapi di sini kita akan tetap ngobrol-ngobrol lagi Bude.
But here we're
Benar,
still
kita
gonna talk.
penasaran banget ya bagaimana ini yang sudah memegang banyak banget kesibukan internasional terbang ke sana kemari.
They got a lot of things
Akhirnya
going on,
balik. Berapa lama sih
international
waktu kalian
tournaments.
untuk prepare season 18 ini sebenarnya?
How do you guys prepare for the season?
Sehari kemarin doang. Karena kan kita ada media
Because
day dari MPL juga kan.
we got media day from
Jadi
MPL.
kita full latihannya baru hari Sabtu kemarin.
So it's
Wow.
only in Saturday we got to practice a full day.
Apa?
Belum ada libur sama sekali dari kalian.
So you guys
Iya, belum ada libur,
got no
cuma
day off?
latihannya kita udah mulai dari yang di Kazakhstan itu.
We
Kita mikir itu ya latihan kita
start
juga.
practice when we were in Kazakhstan.
Bawa piala, sekarang pulang dan makin ganas. Ya.
We got a trophy after Kazakhstan.
Yeay. Kok Yenya lebih semangat dong. Yenya gimana Mariano?
Kasihan Eman soalnya lagi semangat nggak boleh berisik-berisik. Lagi sakit jadi nggak boleh berisik-berisik
Jadi nggak
Pak.
boleh
We're pretty,
Kita senengnya ya sebatas
we feel
senang
pity
aja
towards
lah.
Eman because
Karena ini juga masih
we're not
match
allowed to be
pertama
super
dan
loud
bisa
because he's
dibilang
pretty-
angin
feeling
segar juga
pretty-
ya
pretty
untuk
bad.
Teman-teman Bigetron by Fatality ya.
Ya nervous lah kita. Nervous banget. Apalagi Nael. Nael nervous.
buset.
Katanya sih gitu, katanya
Oh,
kedinginan
gitu,
dia.
I
Ya kan?
was pretty nervous.
Nervous kenapa Nael kalau boleh tahu nih?
Why now?
Karena lawannya Coach Erpang.
Because
Iya.
we're up against Coach
Gimana
Erpang.
sih dengan Coach Erpang menjadi lawanmu, menjadi lawan pertama bahkan dari Nanael?
How does it feel?
Apa yang kamu pikirkan
Your first
nih?
opponent is Coach Erpang. Anything that you want to say to
Udah
him?
ketebak aja sih drumnya bakal nge-ban hero-hero aku semua.
It's pretty
Tapi
expected
ya,
he's gonna ban
rasanya
my
sedih,
heroes.
sekaligus senang juga lah. Ya akhirnya dia tetap di MPL, sedihnya MPL-nya nggak sama aku.
I'm happy that he's still in
Harus
MPL, but
berpisah dengan
it's pretty
Coach
sad
Erpang.
that
Iya.
he's
Dan
not with us
sekarang kamu
anymore.
bisa menjawab walaupun hero-heromu di-ban.
Seems
Ada
like
yang
you were
mau
able to
kamu
answer
tanyain nggak sih
despite
ke
all
Coach
the
Erpang?
bans.
Mantan.
Nah, sebelum main dia bilang dia nggak ban Fanny gua. Tiba-tiba dia ban
Before we
3 game.
played,
Jangan gitu lapangnya.
he said that
Gua minta
he's gonna ban
dilepas
my fanny.
Semoga bang, semoga.
Semoga bang.
Jadi itu ya, udah dikasih notes ya sama Nael, Coach Erpang. Kita
Looks
tunggu
like
ya nanti
you
ya.
got some,
untuk dilepas
stick and pick
fannya
from Coach
dari
Erpang.
Nael ya. Cuman di sini yang tidak lupa juga sudah ada Vin yang ada di tengah-tengah. Halo Vin.
Obviously,
Iya,
we got
langsung.
Finn
Aduh,
here
mic mana,
in the
mic
middle.
mana? Vin,
Vin.
gimana nih? Kamu
How does it feel?
bermain di match kali ini, tapi ada yang berbeda kali ini.
Playing
yaitu
today, but
ada-
there is something different
ya,
today.
audisi di
There's the RTZ on the other side
Cam,
instead of
gimana?
Peloyski.
Berasa lah kayak nggak ada baloynya.
It feels
Jadi
the
ada
lack
yang
of
kurang
Peloy
dari Geek.
is
Ada yang kurang dari kita,
very
tapi
much felt.
perbedaannya gimana
So
nih,
what's the
Vin,
difference
kalau boleh
between these
tahu?
two?
Gak tahu pasti sih, cuman kayak
I don't really know.
mungkin dari shot caller dari balonya
Maybe
kali ya, nggak
shot
ada.
calling.
Jadi Vin merasakan hal itu kah?
So did you felt it? Maybe,
Kurang satu
maybe.
suara berarti ya ketika nggak ada shot caller kan gerakannya nggak serempak gitu.
Iya.
Tapi menarik di mana kayaknya kalian memang latihan satu hari itu udah ngebaca banget.
It seems like after just a day of practice,
dengan pakai
but you guys were able to read Geek Fam's
kajanya,
gameplay
lalu kalian
with the
jawab
kajas.
dengan combo juga. Ixia Matilda
You guys had an
tadi,
answer for that,
ditambah
Ixia
tadi
Matilda.
juga Moreno pakai Novaria.
even Moreno with
Itu
Navaria.
kalian udah ngesiapin ngelawan Geek Fam.
Did you guys prepare already for Geek Fam match?
Enggak juga sih.
Not really.
Tapi kita udah tahu lah kayak
But we
mereka
know.
bakal pick aja gitu.
They're gonna pick
Kita
the
udah tahu
Kaja.
counternya juga.
Oke, terbang dibalas dengan terbang.
Iya.
Gimana tadi game satu seru banget kayaknya ya?
It was a
Paling
pretty fun
berkesan
game.
berapa sih buatmu melawan Geek Fam?
Which game
Paling
do you
seru
felt
game dua.
the most
Karena-
fun? Is game 2.
Ada Masyanya sih. Takut.
Because of the Masha, we were so
Serunya
scared of
sama
the
Masyanya,
Masha.
bukan sama Kajanya.
Enggak.
Oke, dicakar-cakar Masya. Oke.
Bener.
Benar.
Benar. Jadi memang ya game 2 kalau misalnya menurut Vin. Tapi kalau misalnya menurut Shogun sendiri gimana nih Shogun?
For sure good.
Nah kalau misalnya
What do
dari
you think?
Shogun melihat match yang tadi. Kalau kita ngomongin match yang tadi ya Shogun
Looking
ya.
at the
Melihat match yang
match
tadi. Kalau
earlier.
menurut Shogun tuh seru di game berapa sih? Game 1?
Which
game
game
2,
was
atau
the
game
most
3?
fun out of all of them?
Yang paling berkesannya yang game 2-nya.
It's game 2.
Yes.
Kenapa tuh?
Why is that?
Game 2 soalnya
Game 2 because-
lama match-nya. Terus ada agak horor gitu gamenya.
It's a bit horror, the game.
Agak horor. Soalnya
It's a bit scary.
tebak-tebakan musuhnya di mana gitu.
Because we have to
Dengan
guess where the
chipnya.
opponent
Iya chip,
is.
sama Masyanya kan sekali pukul hilang gitu. Jadi agak
If
horor dikit.
if we encounter the
Iya,
Masha,
tapi
then
momen
one
dimana
hit, then it's gone.
kayaknya di game ketiga, walaupun Geek Fam udah
Game
bawa
3?
berapa Purify itu Shogun, tak bisa
No matter how many
melawan kamu ya.
purifiers Geek Fam brought, they can't really do anything about it.
Kalau gara-gara kita connect aja sih berlima.
Because we connected better,
Keren
I guess.
banget. Tapi dari Bigatron by Vitality, kembalinya kalian ke MPL Indonesia, perdana kalian. Ada yang pengen kalian sampaikan gak sih dari Bigat Troopers? Sudah kangen dari Jumat, Sabtu, akhirnya Minggu bisa ketemu kalian.
Any message to the Big Troopers now that you guys finally can meet them after the 2 days rest?
Kata-kata sambutan.
Any welcoming words?
Dulu dia. Oke. 3, 2, 1. Gas. Ah.
Halo semuanya.
Hello
teman-teman.
everyone.
Ini ngomong ke siapa Bude?
What are we talking to?
Oh ke Big Troopers.
Big Troopers.
Halo semuanya.
Oh, Big Troopers.
Troopers.
Hello, all of you Big Troopers. Woo!
Tetap dukung. Iya benar.
Always support.
Dukung kita terus di season 18
Always
ini.
support
karena
us
kita
in season 18.
Memulai season 18 ini dengan momentum
Because
kita.
we
karena
start
kita habis
season 18 with
juara
a
juga
better
season
momentum
lalunya,
after
jadi ya,
winning regular season.
mohon
Oh,
bantu
winning
semangatnya
the season.
Terus, dukungan terus dari kalian semua, keluarga,
So thank you for
teman,
all the supports,
pasangan, Big Troopers
for family,
semuanya. Terima kasih.
partners.
Tapi
Thank you
satu
so
lagi,
much.
banyak yang penasaran dengan
A lot of people are
Bigatron di season 18. Tim-tim
pretty
lain banyak yang nungguin kalian
wants to
juga.
know.
Apa yang ingin kalian sampaikan kepada tim-tim lain di season 18
Anything that
ini?
you guys want to say to other
Banyak yang
teams?
nungguin.
Iya, banyak yang penasaran sama kalian.
Let's see lah, let's see lah.
We'll see, we'll see.
Kita tungguin kalian juga.
We're
Ntar
also
juga
waiting for you
ketemu
guys.
kan. Ya udah.
Oh, jadi saling menunggu satu sama lain.
Let's
ya.
We're waiting for each other.
Let's see, itu dia yang diucapkan oleh Moreno. Tapi inilah dia hasil pertandingan kita yang amat sangat panas di match kedua pada hari ini. So Bigat Troopers, marilah kita sambut. Inilah dia.
Bigat Troopers, give it up
by Vitality.
For Big. That's the winning interview up on the stage, but we also got our own winning interview here in the English desk with the Red Raider, Eman.
Hello.
I want to say, how are you doing? But it seems like you're not doing so well. Is it because the amount of games, the amount of tournaments that you've participated in the last few months?
Oh, I don't know, but maybe I think it's just my head is hurt earlier, so I will just put what do you call this?
Koyo.
Koyo.
So,
I don't know how to
heat patch.
explain it, actually.
I mean,
Yeah,
get
heat
well
patches.
soon. Get well soon, Aman. And congratulations on your first win here on the Season
thank you.
18 stage. It's a 2-1 fashion, not a 2-0. What happened game number 2? Maybe we heard already, like a sneak peek from, you know, your teammates, but I want to hear from you. What happened to your Cho there? How was your experience playing Cho in that game?
My experience in early game, I just felt like it's very good in early game, so we want to punish them in the early game, but we have a lot of mistakes, so I think Cho is playable there, but in terms of late game, it's hard for us to catch up on them because Chip is all around, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to think where he position is, yeah, like that. And then if someone will check there, yeah, someone actually they can burst easily. Yeah.
Yeah, was there a Ruby angle instead of the Cho there, or?
I'm thinking Cho because I can dodge the enemy skills like Alice, Eudora, but if I use Ruby there, so I think it's hard for me because they have a lot of change.
Crowd control.
Yeah.
So in game number 1, Eman, you were taken out twice on the Ixia. What was your first thought? Like, oh, I died twice, I'm behind now. What is the first thought of Eman, you know, when that happens?
Maybe I just need the Matilda on me and then I can double in so I can catch up on gold. Yeah.
And you did that.
Yeah.
Right. Again, the combination of Matilda and Ixia. First time season 18. Will we see more of that duo? You know, Matilda, Finn, Ixia, Iman. Can we see more of that this season?
If there's a chance, I think maybe yes. Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about the Ixia just a little bit, okay? It was a Brody pick first for Geek Fam. Was the Ixia because you guys have a Matilda, or is it because you were up against the Brody, or is it a combination of both?
Oh, I think it's just I don't have any hero to use there because there's a Kaja, right? So it's hard for me to think like they already banned the other hero like Melissa, Claude, yeah. Yeah, I felt like I can use each other because I have Matilda on me, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the matchup? Because there's a lot of talks about the Brody-Melissa matchup. Do you think it's a Brody winning matchup? You think it's a Melissa matchup, skill matchup, or equal?
Oh, I think it's depends on the user. I think.
So skill matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Skill
but you
match.
were able to completely dominate Kanziski though in game number 3. So what's up with that?
What?
You were able to dominate Kanziski in game number 3 though. So what's up with that?
Maybe he doesn't know really well how to use the capable of skill of Melissa, I think. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Now, this is the start. You know, it's technically your day 1. Gotta ask. Are you guys going for the back-to-back? How confident are you yourself?
Right now, 100% I think we can do back-to-back. But
Mirko sends his regards, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we're trying our best every game so we can get the trophy again.
Okay, so I want to ask you about the competition here in season 18. Aside from Onyx, which team do you think has the biggest chance to compete against you guys?
I think Liquid, because I saw their game style yesterday and then earlier, right? Earlier, yeah. I think they're the one I'm looking forward to fight against. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the current meta, by the way? Because a lot of people say it's a bit too weird, it's too crazy.
Yeah.
As a gold lane, you know, we saw how hard it is sometimes to be a gold lane in the current meta that's so aggressive. What do you think about the current meta?
I think the meta right now, you can use any hero right now because in terms of playstyle, I think kaya apa ya? Kayak ada cocok-cocokannya gitu lah. Kayak hero-heronya.
Hero sama orangnya?
Yeah.
Oh, so it
How do you
depends.
translate it?
Yeah.
There's like
Play style.
affinity between the player and the hero.
Mix and match, I guess.
Yeah, you have to
yeah.
pick the right hero for you, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Now,
cool.
so you guys, do you think you guys have an advantage in terms of like, you guys already watched Geek Fam played a match earlier or like last day before this, so do you guys in a way have an advantage of scouting on how they play or?
Yeah, in terms of drafting, yeah, we already know how they drop, and then we expect earlier also they can play Masha chip, but they ban Melissa and Claude, so I think that they're ready also. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I want to follow it up with Geek Fam's potential. Like based on what happened earlier, do you guys think that Geek Fam already, you know, showed all of their potential? Like, was it a decent game still for Geek Fam, or were they playing bad earlier?
I think they play good, but at the same time, I don't think they can fight other team like if they play like a normal hero because they win earlier and then yesterday like they only use Chistra hero, but I think they can catch up later on.
Do you think that's partially because no, we know Beloyski is no longer with them, right?
Yeah.
How different is it after this match? Do you feel like what is Geek Fam right now without Beloyski?
I don't know. Maybe the comms and then the decision making also in early game. I think when in our game 3, I think that's the big factor. I think the shot call of Baloy. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's going to be enough for the questions because we know that you're still feeling pretty bad. So
Yeah,
thank you so
very
much for taking the time to talk with us. Hopefully we can see you guys in the future here a lot of times with better health, I guess. So yeah, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Again, congratulations, Aman. Get well
Thank you.
soon. See you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mirko sends his regards, by the
So
way.
awkward.
Mirko must,
Man, Mirko must be so bummed, man. Like the one time his goat
The goat.
was actually on the desk.
Mirko's goal.
No, he's casting Ian. See, I think he's still doing pretty fine.
His goat though.
Yeah.
Imagine we had Beloy, but you weren't here.
Okay, fun fact about Eman. Do you guys know that Eman, you know, he's a Filipino, right? So
Yes.
you would assume that he is slightly decent at basketball and completely ignores our national sport that is football. Eman is the complete opposite. Eman traveled to Italy to play for Philippines. I think he's almost a national team member of the football team in Philippines
Aman?
instead of basketball.
Really?
Yes.
Are you, wow.
Did not know that.
Yeah, but that's the fun fact. So we're gonna take it to the break. After this, we're gonna see another match. It's Alter Ego versus the debut of Onyx. So don't go anywhere.
Aku kan berdiri dan terus berlari, terus ke arah puncak tertinggi.